future and what you expect next as a challenge to your title.
I love it. I love it. I'm going to go home tonight. I'm going to drink a Coors Light. That's a Coors Light because Bud Light won't pay me nothing. I'm going to sit out with my friends and family. And hell, I might even get on top of my wife tonight. See y'all later.
Brock Lesnar, ladies and gentlemen.
Stunned fans when you said you were gay. How has it affected your relationship with your partner, David?
Well, maybe this will answer your question.
So hot in PH.
Hi. Thank you. I love you guys.
Oh, what did I tell you about using tongue? You said you wanted it to look realistic. Yeah, realistic, not fucking gay as shit. You know the only reason I put up with this homo crap is for the P-Tang.
Fuck this. I got a wife and kid at home. I'm out of here.
Wait, man. What about the stuff? What's the stuff? The stuff, man. You said you can make the stuff. This stuff?
Oh, yeah. You'd like this whole bag of crack, wouldn't you? Well, maybe I should give it to someone else. You know, I got Fred Savage on speed dial.
Fuck Savage! That rock is mine. Give it to me. Come on, David. Give me the stuff. Give me the sugar.
Put more money in my account.
Yeah, you got it done.
I sing at my niece's quinceañera.
All right, I'll sing.
But you can't fuck her.
I can't make that promise.
Fine.
No, all right, I won't fuck her.
Just let me...
Excuse me, Neil.
Oh, this is...
I'm sorry, I can come back later.
No,
we were just...
No, I'm heading out. Bye-bye, sweet pea.
You behave yourself, Peaches.
Always.
Oh, you guys are too cute.
I do love that handsome man.
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity to work with you.
Sure. Come on in.
What would you like to rehearse?
Oh, nothing specific. Just some general stuff. You just seemed a little tense out there. I thought maybe we could, loosen you up. Why don't you take your sweater off? Oh, no, for a massage. David will tell you, these hands are magical.
Well, I don't really have anything on underneath, so...
Oh, it's okay. It's just a couple girlfriends. Now take it off.
Okay.
Put you in the bed.
Ow.
Sorry.
Feels good.
Yeah, it does feel good. I can't. Can I take this bra off? It's okay. Girlfriend. That's better. Should we do something? I don't know. I call him and see what happens next.
Feels good.
Oh, that's so hard. This knot on your back is so hard. Don't be alarmed, but I'm gonna squirt some lotion on your back in about 35 seconds.
Excuse me?
Shut up.
What the fuck?
Shut up.
Oh my
Shut
God.
the fuck up.
Get the fuck off of me.
Hey, you like it rough? That's cool. I can play that
God,
way.
I thought you were gay.
I am gay. Gay for that pussy.
I don't know what kind of sick game you're playing here, but if you ever touch me again, I'll fucking rip your dick off.
Hello, ladies, man. My name's Kent Folger. Let me tell you, the last time my wife and I made love was the day I got home from the Korean War. But with this Viagra stuff, we've been going at it like dogs in heat.
Yeah, well, that sounds all right to me. Now, how old are you?
Well, I'm 76, and the little lady is 80 years old.
Yeah, well, that's disgusting. No, that is not good. I'm sorry. But I must say, after all those Viagras I just took, it doesn't sound that disgusting, you know. Now, how's that 80-year-old ass on that old lady?
This is how shit goes here at the Player Haters Ball. We don't fuck around.
I'm laughing at a hater, cause to me it's kinda funny. They be hating on me, because I be making money. A hater ain't nothing but a broke ass nigga who I hate another nigga, cause his bank account is bigger. Hatred is so unbearable. be coming. I keep laughing at a hater while my money keep coming. Whenever I pull up in the Maybach, damn, I know they hate that. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't hate the watch, don't hate the chain. Alligator Chuck Taylor on a player hater. All black and gray for all the Raider haters. Everybody hates Chris. If a hater wanna hate, I know they gon' hate this. I don't get mad, I sit back and I laugh. Pay a hater no mind while I'm counting that cash.
Welcome to the Inappropriate MMA Show!
What's up, fuckers? I'm back! I'm back in the New York groove. Let's go for some Kiss. I was actually singing Kiss. I gotta pull some audio. Now, I gotta figure out what the hell's going on with my computer because I fully upgraded to Windows 10 last week. It'll be easier for me to deal with shit with my dad. But, and I like the user interface, but it's missing. They have, my computer has Beats audio, which sounds really nice for computer audio. But they don't have the fucking drivers for it for Windows 10, which is annoying as shit, so everything's a little bit off. And I'm actually working with HP trying to get this bullshit taken care of. Yeah, it's been a busy fucking week. I'm actually going to be working on some things personally, because I'm kind of a fucking mess. Slip, I love you, but I don't know what the fuck is happening with this audio on this track. It's just crackling like a motherfucker. So, sorry, Slip. But yeah, I gotta work on some shit because I'm a mess. I don't know where the fuck Diver is. Diver disappeared. I have no clue. We were gonna go about 9:30, and I don't know where the fuck he is. Maybe he's there's a lot of rain. He could be like drowned, because we're getting we're not gonna get the hurricane, but I think we're still getting like 6 inches of rain by tomorrow night or some shit. So he might be drowning. And Monocles is a bitch and didn't come on because he's a bitch and he's listening. So I want him to know he's a bitch. I got the Uriah Hall fight from last week on right now. But yeah, so there's a lot of shit going on. Now I want to jump back 2 weeks, okay? Because I didn't do a show last week. I just want to say the Dynamite Bellator thing, where they had the Bellator in the cage, and then they had it wasn't K1, it was Glory, Glory in the rings. It was an interesting idea. Glory really didn't do it for me, but for me, kickboxing is very one-dimensional, two-dimensional, just like boxing is one-dimensional. I get bored. Damn, that was a nice transition for Uriah right there. I get bored. This was a good fight for Uriah. I get bored with I want to see. I've been watching mixed martial arts since UFC 1. That's when it started. Is when I was a kid, and it's not boring because there's a lot of different places and directions it can go. So it didn't work for me. I think a lot of people say it didn't work for me, but then there are people who say, well, that's not the real Glory. Well, I'm not sure what the real Glory would be then, because they were using Glory rules and Glory gloves and a Glory ring. I can't imagine that just because there's a cage next to them and there's not fans all the way around that they're missing a side, that's really going to do anything to him. So I don't know, but it didn't work for me. The tournament, Phil Davis won the tournament. King Mo was hurt. I forgot how he got hurt, but he got hurt. I think it was from a throw or something. What did he hurt though? Does it say on here? No, I don't see it. Well, he got hurt. Couldn't continue because it was going to be Phil Davis and King Mo Lawal in the finals, and Mo got hurt. So it's Francis Carmont. So it's a fight that we could have seen in the UFC, 3 years ago. And, people are talking, oh, Phil Davis he got cut by the UFC for being boring and da-da-da-da-da. And he finished 2 people last week. Well, yeah, he did, but it's Bellator. And one of them is a UFC washout, and one of them is a guy who hasn't gotten in the UFC yet. But look, I like Phil Davis. I'm just, this is just reality. This is what it is. But I think Phil Davis will probably run that division. I will say Liam McGeary, I've seen him fight one other time. I forgot against who. It might have been when he won the title against that guy. I enjoyed watching that. He's fun off his back. So I'd like to see him some more. And I guess we're going to get to see him and Phil Davis. Because that's what that whole tournament was for, is for the championship fight. Now, last week, and this is where we can jump back to normal time, because I'm not going to fucking go crazy. There's just too much shit to catch up on. But we do have some shit, because it's been a busy week and a busy day, including a fight cancellation for tomorrow night. There's that knee. Damn, he fucked him up. Between that kick and the knee, he's just like, fuck. Sorry, Gegard. Fuck, man. He was still trying to fight after the ref stopped it. Good for Uriah Hall. Yeah, so there were fights last week. I have not seen all of the fights last week because I was doing self-evaluating last week. And you know what? Maybe I did see all of them. I just don't remember them. I wasn't even playing video games. So, what was this? This is going to be Diver. Hey, where the fuck are you? What is he saying? Oh, he's fucking out. Anyway, so the fights last week. What was going? I really don't think I saw all of them last week. I don't remember what I was doing, but I don't think I saw all of them. So Shinzo Anzai TKO'd Roger Zapata, Cajun Johnson decision, Naoki Katana, Nick Hine decision. Well, there's a lot of decisions. If I haven't seen them, I'm not sure I want to see them. Well, no, the other one's not. Yasuda Kasajiri, Kyoto Nakamura, tech sub Li Jing Lang with a standing rear naked choke. I might watch that one just to see Li. I actually kind of know who Li Jing Ling. I think I know who he is. He was like the Ultimate Fighter winner over there. Mizuti Hiroto split with Teruto Ishihara. Was that like didn't they have some of the finals for the Ultimate Fighter Japan or some shit over there? The road to the UFC Japan. Yeah, so it was a final. Yeah, that was a draw, so they don't have a winner. Diego Brandao, TKO'd Katsunori Kikuno. I do remember that one. I go back and forth with Diego Brandao. Sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't. Sometimes he's just fucking annoying. I don't. Good for him. He's at least a character. Keeps it interesting. Takeo Mizugaki, decision George Roop. Kyoji Horiguchi, decision Chico Camus. Then we had Uriah Hall, which I remember that one. And in Josh Barnett, decision Roy Nelson. Now, that was a pretty fun fight. That was just... that was good. I really didn't think it was going to go that long, and I was really hoping for just... I wish Roy Nelson would stop being such a fucking lazy shit and get back to working some jiu-jitsu. And I'd love to see him at 205 anyway. That would be fun. Roy Nelson at 205 would be interesting. Kind of like Fedor. Oh, fuck Fedor. Okay, we'll talk about him in a minute since we're talking about Josh Barnett. The Japan connection. But yeah, Josh Barnett looked good. I don't know when he's going to fight again, apparently. I just heard something... I don't even know. Oh no, I saw it on my save on Facebook, so I don't know when it came out, but I think I saw it yesterday or the day before. But apparently he is not sure when he's going to fight again. His manager said he's making, money doing movies and acting, and he hasn't fought in 2.5 years. So unless he's fighting for a contender shot, he doesn't know when he'll fight again. Now Josh Barnett had recently said. I'm not fighting for belts anymore. I think that was him. And then his manager, I think, because I don't remember, but I'm curious to see how he feels about now that fight's behind him, how he feels about Metamoris. Anyway, yeah, Josh Barnett beat Roy Nelson. Now, Fedor, because I forgot all about Fedor. I need to look at my paper. Fedor's back. First of all, and there's a couple other people who are back. Well, one other person. Fedor's back. One, I don't understand why all of the people want Fedor to come back. I really don't. And they want to see, I keep hearing they want to see if he still got it. He didn't still have it the last time he retired. That's why he retired. He got his ass beat in, 4 or 5 fights? I don't even remember how many. None of them in Japan, all of them in the U.S. None Yakuza related. And look, I used to watch Fedor. He's given me a lot of entertainment, and I think he's taken a lot of beatings, and I think he's given a lot of beatings. But I don't know how legit all of his wins are, because at some point he becomes what's best for business. But yeah, Fedor's back. And he's not fighting in Bellator, but they announced it on Bellator. He's fighting for an unnamed organization that's being started by the guy who started Pride. I don't know who he's going to fight, because there's really no one of any substance in the heavyweight division outside the UFC. There's just no... The heavyweight division doesn't have anybody anyway. I mean... He's got 3 options. People say Randy Couture. Randy Couture's still under contract with the UFC. He just talked about that on Chael 2-3 months ago. So it's not going to be Randy Couture. I can't see Dana White, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Dana's in on this somehow, but I can't see it, especially since it's going to be on Spike. Oh, the fight's going to be on Spike on New Year's. And you know who's supposed to debut? I think that's going to be Gabby Garcia's debut on in MMA, which I don't know. Apparently she's lost like 300 pounds and she looks normal. I don't know what kind of steroids she took to cycle off of the steroids she was on. But yeah, I don't know, man. She's a mess. But anyway, what was I saying? Gabby Garcia. That's the Fedor. Yeah, he's gonna fight. This is how I see it. He's got Ken Shamrock, which Ken Shamrock I'm sure would do it. You've got 2 quote unquote legends of mixed martial arts, one from America, one from Japan, blah blah blah. Quite frankly, even though Ken Shamrock will lose, he'll probably get paid well for it, and he deserves to get paid well. He went through a lot at the beginning of this shit when no one was no one got paid. So let Ken Shamrock make the money. I'm good with that. Kimbo Slice, who just beat Shamrock, because he's a big name and he'll draw, especially at an odd time, because if this is going to be the Japanese New Year show, that main event will probably be going on at, I think they used to go on at like somewhere between 7 and 9 Eastern. Like, it was early. So I don't know where that's going to go, but they'd have to have a big name from over here to get people to wake up to watch. Or stay up that, do you really want to stay up until 7 in the morning on New Year's Day? Because I fucking don't. Fuck that. So, but I don't know where they're going to go with that. Or they're going to have him fight a no-name. There's also that possibility. There's just Cheek Congo. Who the fuck cares if he fights Cheek Congo? And I don't know that I can name... Colossus, I think, might be signed to Bellator. James Thompson. No one cares. I mean, these are complete cans. And at least give him somebody who's got, Kimbo's got good boxing. Kimbo won't do shit against Fedor, but he's got good boxing. Ken Shamrock is just going to tap out like he did to Kimbo. Or not? No, he didn't tap out. He got knocked out. But he fucking, that's a sketchy fight. So Fedor's back now. Also, I've heard he's back, and I've heard he wants to come back. BJ Penn. And I'm seeing people on Twitter, oh, that's so great, I can't wait to see BJ Penn, oh, he's my favorite fighter, blah, 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 blah. Okay, listen, if he's really your favorite fighter, okay, you should really reevaluate your want to see him fight again. Because, hold on, I gotta look this up, because I looked it up the other day. He's, in his past 10 fights, I think he's lost 7. Or he's won, maybe it's 3-6-1. BJ Penn. He's just, he needs to stop because he's gonna get hurt. He called out Nick Lentz, and he said he wants to fight Nick Lentz because he's Nick Lentz works with what's his name? The Mike Dolce. Okay, so one. I think he referred to him as Dolce's boy. One, why the fuck do you care? He's a nutritionist. This isn't a coach. I mean, what is beating up a nutritionist client, not athlete, client, because that's what he is. What does that prove? What kind of weird shit is that? Just because you're mad at Dolce because he called you out on some of the reasons you turned to shit, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Okay, 2, why? He's done. Let me scroll down. Okay, let me scroll down. Let's see here. Let's look at these beatings that he's had. Okay, Frankie Edgar. That was a beating. Excuse me. Ooh, I've been waiting for that shit. Frankie Edgar. Okay, yeah, that's a beating. Rory McDonald. Yeah, I mean, beating. Nick Diaz. I think retired him the first time. Didn't he retire after Nick Diaz? And then he retired after. Yeah, you know what? I think that's right. This is his 4th comeback, I think. And he keeps coming back worse and worse. I mean, it's just. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm right. He retired after Frankie Edgar. That was July 6, 2014. He's made it about, 16 months? He retired after Rory McDonald, December 8, 2012. So before that, he made it 13, so that's 12, 19 months. And I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he retired after Nick Diaz because I seem to remember him making some comment about he doesn't want his kids to see him that way or something having to do with his kids. He drew with John Fitch. It's a good accomplishment. John Fitch is a hell of a fighter. He beat Matt Hughes, who I think retired shortly after that again, because I think he retired twice. Lost to Frankie Edgar twice. Yeah, that's when it started going downhill. The Frankie Edgar is what. You know what? That is what started it. Because I remember that Diego Sanchez fight right before Frankie Edgar. He fucked Diego Sanchez up. Because every round, Diego Sanchez puts that little scowl on. He's looking all pissed. And every round he put on that face or that scowl, and his face just looked worse and worse every single round. And it was funny. I remember just thinking, oh, that was funny. I don't know why some of these guys are coming back. I mean, just stop. On that note, Rich Franklin has retired. I actually think that and by the way, Nick Lentz, he doesn't even work with Dolce anymore. He said he hasn't worked with him in a while, and he said, I think he told BJ Penn, fuck you, he doesn't like his attitude, so if you really want to fight, I'll really retire you or some shit like that. But anyway, so Rich Franklin retired. Look, he's given us a lot of fucking fun. He's got that job over at 1FC, and he doesn't need to get hit anymore. I don't blame him. He's not a dumb guy, so that makes sense to me. Now, let me see here. We're going to come back to tomorrow. Actually, you know what? Let's go over tomorrow real quick because I'm going to forget about it. I already know I'm going to forget about it. And why do I sound like I'm getting congested? That's not fucking cool. Fuck, that's gonna suck ass if I get sick. Tomorrow night we got UFC 192. We also, oh yeah, I want to talk about real quick about that too. We'll come back to that. Tomorrow night there's a couple events on. Okay. Fight Pass prelims. Derek Lewis, how did he wind up on the very first fight of the card? I thought he won his last fight. Is he? No, he's lost. Okay, so he's 2-2. I guess we'll see how he does tomorrow. That sucks. Yeah, damn. You know what? Fuck him though, because he made some comment about when those cops got shot about did they think we weren't going to shoot back or some shit. He deleted it, but I'm not sure how much I like him anymore. Derek Lewis versus Victor Pesta. I'll go Derek Lewis. I don't fucking know who he is. Chris Carriazo versus Sergio Pettis. Yeah, I'm going Chris Carriazo. Francisco Trevino in Sage Northcutt. It's Busy Bone and this new model guy that everyone's talking about. He's like, UFC signed him, boom. I know that somewhere in my Facebook I have something saved because Kit Dale made some comment about him. He's like, wow, this guy's really something. And I saved it, and I don't think I ever got around to watching it. But he's I guess he's the Paige Van Zant of the men's division, is the way I look at it. I think he's 19. I think, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. Maybe he started when he was 19 or something. Whatever it is, he's young. They've already done, it looked like they were doing photo opportunities with him and Paige Van Zant. I don't know if he has any talent or not. One thing, I watched a little clip of him. What was I watching? I had something on TV and they were showing it on UFC. There was, I don't know what show it was, but some UFC show. And they were showing him just do some sparring and things like that. And he telegraphs everything, so he better stop that, because that's just not going to fly in the UFC. But you know, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go Busy Bone because I want to see the upset. Rose Namajunas and Angela Hill. I mean, it's Rose. I can't imagine Angela's going to win that, but I don't know. Rose hasn't been exactly on fire. Here comes Josh Barnett. Josh Barnett looked good. He's slimmed down a lot. I mean, he could cut to 205 too. Chase Daniel Cormier down to 185. So yeah, Rose Namajunas, Adriana Martins versus Islam Makhachev. Yeah, I don't know these guys, so I'll go Adriano Martins because his name is easier. Alan Joban and Albert Tumanov. I'll go Joban. Yair Rodriguez and Dan Hooker. I know those names. I don't know who they are. I'll go Dan Hooker. Jessica Ian, Julia Pena. Main card. This is a fun fight. I could actually see this making a fight of the night. It's just fun. It'll be good. This is a big one for Juliana Pena. I am going to go Juliana Pena, but this is a tough one for me to pick. Joseph Benavidez and Ali Bagautinov, however the fuck you say his name. Yeah, you know, I'm going to go Bagautinov because he's been looking good lately. Sean Jordan and Ruslan Magomedov. I'm going Ruslan Magomedov because I've seen him fight twice now, and he's looked pretty impressive if I remember correctly. So I'll go Ruslan Magomedov. Ryan Bader and Rashad Evans. The new co-main event. Yeah, you know, I'm going to go Ryan Bader. Rashad hasn't fought in like 2 years or somewhere around there, and that's a long time to come back from. I don't know. He's another one that should probably retire soon. I think he wants to make one more title run, I guess. And it's not that he's super duper old, but he's a good analyst, and he's gonna get punch drunk soon. He's already sometimes a little bit slurry, so I would like to see him retire before too long. I don't want to see him take any beatings, but I'm gonna go. I don't think Ryan Bader's gonna give him a beating. That's just not the kind of fighter Ryan Bader is. And actually, when I think about that, yeah, you know what? No. Even though I want Ryan Bader to win, because it would be fun to see the build-up if Daniel Cormier wins, because I'm sure Ryan Bader will get... Well, unless Jon Jones comes back, we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm sure Ryan Bader will get the next shot. Yeah, you know... I'm going to say Ryan Bader, but I could see Rashad Evans just... No, I'm sorry. I'm saying Rashad Evans, but I want Ryan Bader to win. But I'm going to go Rashad Evans. Daniel Cormier. Oh, yeah, by the way, Johnny Hendricks is fat and can't get his ass in shape and had to pull out of the fight. Now, they're saying some medical reasons and shit, but I think he had to fight had to cut 26 pounds as of Tuesday. And he ran into problems doing the weight cuts and wanted to use an IV because they're going to blame everything on the IVs. Wanted to use an IV and couldn't and had to pull out of the fight. So here's the deal. First of all, I'm pretty sure Dana White's going to give what's his name, Tyron Woodley, his fight and I'm sorry, Sherwin win money. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen, which is good. He actually weighed in just to prove a point and be professional. And really, I feel like that should almost count as a win. If you fucking show up to weigh in, and if you don't even show up, you should get like at least a half a point taken off. You know, take a half loss if you pull out of a fight for something like that. Like, you know, once you're within like a day or 2 days, if you pull out of a fight, your win-loss record gets a half a point, or it's something. But anyway, he didn't even make it to the scales, so I don't know what they're going to do with that. We'll see. Daniel Cormier and Alexander Gustafsson. This is an interesting one, and I'm going to go Daniel Cormier. Really, if either one of these guys... This is what I want to happen. If Jon Jones comes back, I'm sure he'll get an immediate title shot, because he never lost his title anyway. It was stripped. So, technically, he's still champion in some people's eyes. So... If Jon Jones comes back, I'm good with either one of these guys. If not, because Daniel Cormier and Jon Jones will be good shit talking, but Jon Jones and Gustafsson could be a really good fight. If not, Ryan Bader, I'm sure if he wins, really I wouldn't. I don't know who they do if Ryan Bader loses, but if Ryan Bader wins, he'll get the next shot. I'd love to see him with Daniel Cormier. The fact of the matter is, I don't know how well Gustafsson's going to do against Cormier's wrestling. So we'll see. We'll see how this whole thing pans out. But I am going to go. This is a tough one. There's some tough fights to pick on this one. I'm going Gustafsson. Cormier, you know, I watched the weigh-ins today, and he was all kind of cocky, and yeah, I'm gonna go Gustafsson. I think something's going to his head, and I think it's gonna hurt him. But we'll see. I like either one of those fights though. If Jon Jones comes back, I'm not sure which one would be bigger. Because Jones and Cormier will sell the shit out of a fight with the shit talking. But Jones and Gustafsson could sell the shit out of a fight because their first one was great. That was just fucking great. So, Jon Jones. Okay. If your name is Nick Diaz and you smoke a plant that makes you happy and relaxes you, hell, it makes you feel like everybody else, because to an extent, that's what it can do. I'm just saying... Not saying from first-hand experience, maybe I am, but you get 5 years, okay? And that whole thing, Jeff Nowitzki came out and did an interview with somebody this week, and said that UFC is going to help him out. They're giving I think UFC's legal team is going to work on it for Diaz. Diaz got screwed. And the fact of the matter is, here's Jon Jones, who will get licensed. There's no chance that the commission won't license him. He copped a plea deal for his second, by the way, not his first, but his second DUI. Okay, this is coming off of that coke bust where he had a hit and run. Okay, I don't know if he was charged with DUI in this one or not, actually, but regardless, he copped a plea. No jail time. What was it? It was like a minuscule thing. It's just like, really? Like, this is the shit that's going to happen. I think it may be a 1-year probation or something. Let me see. I might have something open. Let me see. Yeah, and UFC's got some explaining to do with a lot of shit. Because not only is Jon, they got a lot of shit that's going on. Not just the UFC, although they're involved, but the NAC. Jon Jones is going to skate again. Nick Diaz smokes a plant and gets 5 years. When his whole test was fucked up, that's not going to hold up in court. He's just losing time. And then UFC covered up that drug test with Fedor in the Jon Jones fight. Let me see here. Does it say what his plea? I'm looking at Kevin Ioli's. He was accused of leaving the scene after the rental car he was driving slammed into the vehicle driven by a pregnant woman. The plea enables him to avoid jail time, and if he meets the terms of his probation, will not put a felony conviction on his record. And the woman's fully healed, so everything's okay. He pled to a misdemeanor charge of driving while intoxicated back in 2012. So there wasn't a DUI on this last one, but there's coke in his system, so you don't usually drive your shit into other people's shit. That's just not what you do. And then flee the scene and show up 3 days later after hopefully the coke is out of your system. That's not what you do. So Jon Jones copped this plea, and no one knows if he's going to come back. He put an Instagram video. It's probably been deleted. I don't know. But I tried watching it, but it said it's private. You have to follow him to view the Instagram video. What's the fucking point of that? Like, that's just really weird. Like, who fucking cares? So I just left. Like, I really didn't care. But yeah, he did an Instagram video, and that's what's going on there. So I don't know if that's a message, if that's a, hey, I'm working. I don't know. He's been staying quiet. I'm sure he'll announce it somewhere, but yeah, I don't know what he's going to do. So we'll see. Let's see here. What else is going on? Oh, yeah, Michael Bisping is out in his fight against Robert Whittaker next month. Uriah Hall stepping in. Because Uriah Hall just wants to fight. He's working that Cowboy Cerrone approach and just fucking put me in there. I don't care, which is cool. And that's going to make him that much better. Fight Night 81 on January 7th. Got 2 fights this week. Tim Boach and Ed Herman. I guess. And Travis Brown versus Matt Mitrione. That one I like. That'll be a fun fight. That's all I got for that. Now I want to talk about something real quick because I haven't talked about it because I haven't been on. I'm going to skip the big recap on Night of Champions, but I want to talk about Sting and these old fighters like Nogueira, Fedor. I don't care if it's real fighting or fake fighting. Okay, there comes a time when you have to stop. Because if you don't and you keep going, you're going to get hurt. Sting, in his match with Seth Rollins, apparently really fucked up his neck. I guess from that little buckle bomb thing he did. And you could see his neck snap when he did it. But then he, in the middle of the match, like, it was supposed to be a duck under on a clothesline, I think. And instead of Sting ducking under, he just collapsed. Like, it's just, and you could see him stumbling around, and he landed kind of awkwardly on a couple of his landings, and it's just it's uncomfortable, at least for me. Like it's just like BJ Penn. You know what? BJ Penn, another example. I mean, these guys who are fans of him, yeah, it's Sting. Yeah, I want to see Sting, the WWE champion. Why? So he can fight Brock Lesnar? Again, I don't give two shits if this is real or fake. They're fucking throwing each other around. And they are hitting each other. Just stop. Undertaker, that's another one. They announced that Undertaker and Brock Lesnar are going to meet in Hell in a Cell. There's no reason for that. There's just none. Undertaker's like 50 years old. Why in the world are they putting this guy in a cage with Brock Lesnar? It's just, you know what? Forget the cage. In a ring. He couldn't even walk to the locker room either time he fought Brock Lesnar recently. He collapsed like, and when I say the locker room, I mean a locker room. He collapsed like right there. Right, you know, right when you get past the little turn where you're off camera. It's just, it's bad. It's got to stop. You guys that are fans of these guys, if you're really fans of any of them, any athlete who's in a contact sport, I'm not talking baseball and golf and shit like that, football, shit like that. Any athlete who's in a contact sport, who's getting old, you need to start thinking about his health instead of how much you like watching him perform whatever sport he performs. Yeah, this Roy Nelson Barnett fight was fun. It was fun. It's on in the background. But anyway, it's just these guys have to stop. It's just it's fucking risky. Let me see. Is there anything else to go over? I don't think there is, which is good because I am fucking tired. I'm going to try to get back on schedule. I'm going to try to keep shit maybe 45 minutes to an hour if it's just me, and hour to two depending on if Diver's on and Monocle's on, shit like that. But yeah, I'm going to try to get back on schedule because I started getting too much into a bazillion things at once and not finishing any of them. So I had to scale some shit back and regroup. But yeah, I don't know that I have anything else to say. I think it's over. I'm pretty sure. Let me see.
Over? Did you say over?
Let me look. Am I missing
Nothing
anything?
is over until we decide it is. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
Hell no.
Forget it, he's rolling.
And it ain't over now. Because when the going gets tough...
Yeah, you know what? I might talk about one more thing that I just saw.
The tough get going! Who's with me? Let's go! Come on! Ah!
So, you know, we had that fucking white chick who wants to be black. And I just read a thing. I'm clicking over to it now. This lady in North Carolina, okay, where I am. The headline: Woman fulfills lifelong wish of becoming blind. Oh, I need to there's a YouTube video. I might have to pull audio of this one. So this is the article. It's very short. Most people would be devastated to lose their eyesight, but for one woman in North Carolina, sight was something she wishes she never had. 30-year-old Jules Shooping, oh, here we go, there's a name for it, has body integrity identity disorder, BIID, a condition in which able-bodied people believe they are meant to be disabled. Okay. What the fuck is wrong with us? Like, seriously. What the fuck is wrong with us? We're supposed to be like we look at ourselves as like the most sophisticated nation probably out there, and really we're just ridiculously dumb. Sophisticated because we come up with names for insecurities. Okay, here's the deal. Oh, wait, hold on. There's more. Shooping says that as a child, she would stare at the sun for hours because her mother said if she did, she would go blind. According to Shooping, she has always felt better pretending she was blind and even learned how to read Braille at the age of 20. Her need to lose her sight became so strong that in 2006 she decided to blind herself by having a sympathetic psychologist pour drain cleaner into her eyes. Okay. I'm hoping the sympathetic psychologist lost his or her sympathetic license. I don't know. What the fuck? I mean, seriously. Body integrity identity disorder. So that means that if I cut my arm off, this reminds me of Crash. You want to see a weird fucking movie? Watch the movie Crash with James Spader and Holly Hunter. About a group of people who get off watching gruesome accidents. And they'll have sex, like, watching the accident footage. Like, I think there's a scene, like, on a rooftop with an accident down below or something like that. It's some weird shit. And this is some weird shit. Like, I don't even know. We're meant to be disabled. That's a thing? Like, seriously? I feel like I should have been born with Down syndrome. I feel like I should have been born with no hand. What the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with this country? Alright, holy shit. Yeah, I might have to pull that audio because I want to hear what she sounds like. If it's good, I'll bring it next week. Alright, well, I am fucking done. What do I want to play us out with? Let's play us out with... You know what I wish I had on here? Do I have it on here? No, I don't have it on here. I need to get some whiskey on here. I need to get some other music. I'm thinking about playing just music in the background, but I got to get that crackle thing worked out. Because if I get crackle on this shit, I'm not doing this shit either. Let's do POD. No, let's do Shake That Ass. No, let's do One Blood. Yeah, we're doing One Blood. Alright, have a good fucking week. Oh, tomorrow, don't forget also, I didn't really talk about it, but there's not a whole lot to talk about. Brock Lesnar on the WWE Network versus Big Show. I really don't know what to expect because I didn't watch when Big Show was on. And then you got the fights tomorrow night, and I've got some fucking scallops. I'm going to have a good night tomorrow night. Y'all have a good one. See ya!
I see gangbangers.
Motherfuckers of the city, blood.
Hey yo, gang, what do nephew? It's your cripple cut, Snoop Dogg double G, and I'm gonna bless this One Blood with you one time, if you don't mind. Yeah. They thought the Digo dub wasn't really tripping, cuz 2120 Crips and all of us is gripping, cuz we from a different street, all got that different heat. But when we move and match with game, cuz we on the same beat. So if you fuck with blood, then you fuck with us. And we ain't busting duds, cuz we busting slugs. Be sure to stay in touch and clean your mess up. And if you from the West Coast, my nigga, what's up? Yeah, I'm rolling with 2 rips, glaucoma on the hip, rolling with 2 clips. Got 2 tiny locusts ready to take trips. Shake and make trips, hot stakes to take grips. They know what's cracking, cuz ask me how they hold cards down, nigga, like spades and pinochle. West Coast gang, bang, riders are racing them. Got funny niggas raising up and riders replacing them, cuz.
Draped in blue, Notorious gangsta crew. R.I.P. for niggas who don't stay true. Deep down in the crevices, see them jets belling with. Dwelling in the land of the gang bang profession. I'm legendary, yes, a West Coaster. Throwing up 2 C's with 2 guns in my holster. I'm from Long Beach City, equipped next to Compton. Power my nigga game if you niggas won't follow. From the street
Rip, he named his son Young Cuz. Used to be on death row, of course I know one blood. Crooked iron game moving in that G-Ride. Ass Big C style, I die for the east side. So what that cuz like? What that blood like? Call my necklace Justice cause it's just ice. I'm the Prince of Long Beach when I touch mics. I live the thug life just like a young psych.
Who that rider moving through the gutter lane? Trued up in them Carolina blue hurricanes. From the west side, slagging in denim. Where them killers throw that third letter up like Raymond Washington and Tookie Williams. Blue jeans, blue strings, blowing blueberry green. Cadillac on blue D's and a blue tee. Money figures, blue cheese, chucking up the dub. Over the west, see what I'm snooping dub. See you one
The
blood.
gay area, fluffers be poppin'. Open you up if you got a problem. Up top, Northern California. Clean your clock, open your can of tuna. Make the choices, either hell or it's heaven. Get your chest ate out with the FN 57. This ain't nothing to do for nobody in the gang. Ain't nothing to do but catch bodies.
I don't understand how this Barnett Roy Nelson fight didn't win fight of the night. What am I missing here? I mean, this was a good fucking fight. I don't understand. There was no fight of the night. Barnett got Barnett got performance of the night, as did Hall and I think two other people. But I don't understand. I think there were a couple good cards earlier because I do remember a couple good fights, but I don't understand how this didn't get fight of the night. They fucking went at it for the whole fight. That's all.
Spilling, back to drinking Henny, or that ST crooked eye, DES, smoking that neon green, keep that seaweed stress. I'm from the West Coast, call it Dub C for short. Tupac land, guess who carry the torch? Trying to throw up a dog.